Good evening. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Joshua Robinson. Mark has tonight off, and tonight the extreme heat conditions continue, which has resulted in multiple bans being put into place to curb any wildfires. But first, tonight the city of Spokane has canceled its drive-in fireworks for this year. That decision was made for the exact same reason, the extreme heat that could cause any wildfire to become devastating. The fireworks shows have been postponed to an unknown date and time. The Spokane Indians are also canceling the July 3rd post-game fireworks show. The team's other fireworks shows are still scheduled for later in July.
And this is some of the most extreme conditions that we've seen in North Idaho. This is serious business.
Yeah, those extreme conditions have local law enforcement urging the public not to shoot off fireworks of their own. Of course, fireworks are illegal in Spokane County, and they're discouraged in Kootenai County. In Spokane, people can face up to $1,000 in fines for each firework set off within the county. And in North Idaho, if one of the fireworks you set off sparks a fire, you could wind up paying big time. Depending on the responding fire department and the equipment needed, it could cost you thousands of dollars for every hour it takes to put that fire out. But they're not just banned in Spokane County. Fireworks are also banned in Lincoln, Whitman, Bonner, and Nez Perce counties. Fireworks are urging you to leave the fireworks to the professionals this year. Also going to affect today, a statewide burn ban was enacted by the DNR because of those dangerous fire conditions. It means no outdoor burning, no campfires, and no charcoal barbecues. And that ban is in effect through September 30th. It might be shortened depending on fire conditions, but so far this year there have been 564 fires on or that have threatened DNR land. Of those fires, 427 have been in eastern Washington. So with that, we want to check in with meteorologist Thomas Patrick in the Outdoor Weather Center. Thomas, doesn't sound like these conditions are going to get any better in the near future, right?
Yeah, the summertime is our dry season, so we almost expect these burn bans to last even all the way through September. But boy, oh boy, temperature-wise, much cooler today. I never thought that 94 would seem so cool, but that was 15 degrees cooler than 2 days ago. Tomorrow, about the same temperature-wise. We keep with the mid-90s through the 4th of July. That still is when our excessive heat warning goes through, just because of the longevity of the heat wave that we've been through. However, much to my surprise from this morning, we had some showers and thunderstorms near Spokane, still tracking some of that activity over Montana, and I'll show you where that activity is going and when we could see some smoke in our region for this upcoming weekend.
Thank you, Thomas. Tonight, experts say they believe this historic heat wave across the Pacific Northwest may have killed up to hundreds of people. Here in Spokane, the medical examiner says that 7 local deaths might be heat-related. And just yesterday, 2 people were found dead in their apartment. Neighbors told firefighters they were suffering some symptoms of heat-related stress. Spokane Fire Chief Brian Schaefer says there are a number of factors like age, medication, and not having AC, which make this type of heat so dangerous.
A lack of ventilation as a whole in many of our older buildings and many of our buildings where people reside that may not simply have the financial means to have access to window units. They're relying on fans.
In Oregon, the death toll has risen to 79, with just 52 reported in just Multnomah County alone. In Seattle, 13 people have reportedly died of heat exposure in recent days. And we aren't alone in the western United States when it comes to getting through this heat wave. Both coasts have experienced temperatures around the 100-degree mark this week. Brandon Lewis verifies just how deadly the heat can be.
Summer is here, and so is my losing battle to stay cool. It's a common gripe this time of year, but for some who work all day outdoors, it's downright dangerous. United Farm Workers tweeted, "Heat is the leading weather-related killer." So let's verify. Is heat historically the leading weather-related killer in the U.S.?
Our sources are FEMA and the National Weather Service, which estimates an average of 138 people died annually from extreme heat in the United States over a 30-year period ending in 2020.
FEMA says extreme heat is, quote, responsible for the highest number of annual deaths among all weather-related hazards, unquote, more than floods, tornadoes, and hurricanes, according to a 30-year average from the National Weather Service. The gap has narrowed over the last 10 years, and tornadoes took the top spot in 2020. But the CDC says to expect more extreme heat in the future due to climate change. So we can verify it's true. Heat is historically the leading weather-related killer in the U.S. Remember to take breaks and hydrate often as the summer season settles in. With your Verify, I'm Brandon Lewis. Want something verified? Email us or send us a text. For more Verify stories and to sign up for our newsletter, go to verifythis.com.
Meanwhile, a wildfire burning near Riggins, Idaho has grown to about 40 to 50 acres tonight. Is being dubbed the Sand Creek Fire, and fire officials say that it started out by lightning strike yesterday afternoon. There is no word yet on how much of the fire has been contained, but 85 personnel are assigned to the fire, including aviation, hand crews, and smoke jumpers. And across state lines, another fire burning in eastern Washington was knocked out quickly today by firefighters this afternoon. It happened in Cheney, where a kid quickly called for help before too much damage was done. Ahead of the holiday weekend, firefighters across the region are on high alert.
With the 4th of July coming up and everything, it's just very important that everybody be aware of the extreme fire danger.
That danger sparked up today in Cheney just after 4 o'clock when Battalion Chief Tim Steiner says a brush fire first sparked in a wooded area near a local neighborhood.
We have an adolescent that he stated that he started the fire, and he actually reported the fire as well, so good on him for that.
The fire grew to about 1.5 acres before it was contained, knocked down in under 90 minutes. But Steiner says it did get about 200 to 300 feet away from reaching the homes in this neighborhood nearby. Level 1 evacuations were considered at first before crews decided the move wasn't necessary.
And thank goodness the temperatures were a little bit lower today. We also did have AMR on scene just for firefighter safety because of the extreme heat.
Steiner says crews will continue mopping up the remnants of the flames through Friday morning. And smoke from fires in Northern California are expected to create hazy conditions across eastern Washington and Idaho. Thomas Patrick back with us now. Thomas, what should we expect to see maybe compared to what we saw last September?
Yeah, that's been the big question when smoke is back in the forecast. The quick answer is no. We are not expecting anything like last September, but we do have to keep an eye on the fires regionally, not just from California or Oregon, but I'm actually watching these batch of fires that are in British Columbia. And while yesterday the smoke was blowing to the north, tomorrow that's going to be blowing to the south with a slight pattern change. So that smoke will be moving into northern Washington as early as Friday evening. And I think it could get close to the Spokane area kicking off the holiday weekend. But again, no, I do not expect this to be nearly as bad as what we experienced last September.
That is good news, but we'll keep our eyes on that. New tonight, the heat does continue to impact everything from people to animals to our food, as farmers say they are worried about how the heat is hurting their harvests. Mike Abbott owns a wheat farm and says that the combination of the high heat, a lack of rain, and late frost has caused much of their 8,000-acre field to die.
The kernels are pinched and shriveled, and it's at least half the crop is gone.
He says the heat has brought the harvest on at least 3 weeks sooner than normal, and now he says they will have a low yield, which will impact them and consumers and the overall community. He says the only thing left for him to do is pray for some rain. Now, when the pandemic closed gyms and canceled travel plans for all of us, more people turned to the outdoors for their physical and mental well-being. So we were curious if that meant more people are visiting our state parks. After the break, in a special Boomtown report, we'll take a closer look at the data. Plus, later today marked the beginning of a new era in college sports. Athletes can now benefit from their name, image, and likeness. I'll tell you what that means for our local athletes here. We're back in just 90 seconds. Don't go to bed just yet. We'll be right back.